Greetings everyone and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital, and what will be one of the last episodes, in fact, as we're rapidly approaching the cutoff date for early footage. Let's pop this down about there. As you can see, I'm finishing off the last psychiatry room in the psychiatry room. It's decent enough, I think. There we go. That one is by far the best of them all. Marvelous,
I ever spat out. It has a foul nose, hinting at leftover baked beans.
That is not particularly nice, yes.
Well, I would rather lick an actual toad than drink another glass.
If I really want an extra psychiatry, I could have all of the benches along there and then a new psychiatry here. If I really need to. That would take us up to 4 psychiatry rooms. That would be good, without doubt. We'll see though. How about you down here? You've got quite a few over there. Right, you know what? We're going to start selling these ones. Let's get you up. Womp. There we are. You go ahead and move on down. That'll be fine. We could probably also move you out of here as well. And then we could look to add in a bunch of pharmacies over here, I'm thinking. Because the pharmacies are ultimately very much like all of the other clinics, in that they're a place you go to be treated, not a place you go for diagnosis. The alternative is I could have 2 pharmacies down here. And then 1 giant ward. That is definitely an option. I could additionally have my training rooms up here. Because we don't need these anymore.
Please investigate further.
There may be something to that. I could have a giant ward there, 2 pharmacies and a toilet. And a giant ward over here, 2 pharmacies and a toilet. That is definitely a possibility. And one I'm interested in exploring. Yes. Yes, indeed. I think that's what we're going to be doing. So, let's move our training rooms up here. Okay. Wow. Repetition of only 10%. My lord. Not that I don't understand how that happened anymore, unfortunately. I would like to be able to say I don't understand it, but alas, no. Right, training required. Not now, though. We could quickly bash out another training, I think, before we move everyone up to the new training rooms. Now, you're doing amazingly, absolutely amazingly. I would like... Let's get some new training going for one of our psychiatrists. So let's get Psychiatry 2 trained by a guest trainer, and we'll train Dr. Layla. Then Dr. Layla can train Psychiatry 2 to Dr. Layla, Dr. Akimbo, Dr. Wang, Dr. Noise, and Dr. Mastic. Mastic, really? Oh well. Right, let's get that on the go. And while all of that's happening then, I guess we could now... Can I check out these ones down there? They're not too bad. Let me get you out of here. You done? Good.
Not as you would expect to find them.
Donk. Excellent. Titus Gherkin is unable to get where they want to be. What a fantastic name, Titus. I approve. The alternative is not to have a lavatory in this area. Assuming they're not going to be here for long. That's a difficult assumption. Oh my lord, look at you run. Why didn't you go here?
Now you can
Where are you going?
Extra crunchy
in here?
burgers without leaving the comfort of your
Watch
car.
out! Quickly!
And remember,
There we go.
more than 10 roach burgers and get a free roach shake.
Please no.
24
Could you clean that up for me?
hours a day.
Get out of the way, Doctor. There we are. My lord. Doctor was causing all kinds of shenanigans there. But yeah, we could have a small lavatory. Maybe, yeah, if we only have 1 or 2 pharmacies, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I think we should be okay with just 2 pharmacies. The unfortunate thing is if I move this, well, yeah, it's going to have to happen. So, let's get on with that. Sell you. Goodbye. It's an awful lot of money. Wow. And we'll sell you. Goodbye. Womp. Now what we're going to do is first we're actually going to build the toilet. We'll have the toilet come out this far. There we are. It'll be a nice large lavatory. Golden toilets in there. We can have quite a few if we want. This is actually a fairly expansive lavatory. So 1, 2, and then hand dryers down here. There we are. And of course we're going to want a radiator as well. We also want a hand sanitizer. I'll get a beautiful rose in there. Get a beautiful sunflower down here.
Former patients are asked not to haunt the hospital.
And there we go. Nice certificate in the middle. I think that'll work quite nicely. Get some posters up on the walls, you know. Spruce the place up a wee bit. And we should be good. There we are. Right, where are we going to place this radiator that we want in here? Where are you? Now, could we squeeze that in? I could have it in the middle if I really wanted to. Then, you know what? That might not be a terrible thing. Just a standing radiator. That being said, maybe the smaller radiators would be better. Let's see, where could I squeeze you? I could have one just sat over there. And one maybe just in there. One item's going to be sold. What did we lose? We lost one of the hand dryers. But is this warm? It's warm-ish. Warmish. Move you across just a tad. We'll get a third small radiator in there. No? How about that? No? Really? Still no? That's a little bit disappointing.
Facilities are out of bounds for all patients and some staff.
Well, drat. Okay. Can we shimmy that across at all? Yes, we can. Okay. Really? How can I not be able to fit that in there? There we go. That is so much better. Alright, let's also get the hand dryer as well. I really hope that we can leave Mitten University in a very good state of affairs before we wrap up this early coverage of the game. So the next room that we want is a pharmacy just by here.
On 2 Point Radio. This is Ricky Hawthorne, bringing
Hello,
talk, music, and news to the whole of 2 Point County. And if you're listening to us from the newly opened hospital, just turn up that volume, because nothing drowns out the sound of sick people like the voice of a world-class DJ.
I love the level of smarm that you have.
42 hours of music from the background
It's somehow endearing when you do it, and utterly repulsive when I forget his name now. How could I have forgotten his name? Bicklesworth. Sir Bicklesworth does it. Somehow. I don't know why it's okay when you do it. I think it's incredibly unfair, really. We'll have another chair over here. About there. Right, we want a cupboard as well. Right there. And we want several medicine cabinets. Along with some lovely drawings on the wall. There we go. Uh-oh, you died. Rip you. And get a clock in here too. Where are we going to pop the clock? We could pop the clock. In the corner there, maybe. Not exactly the best place for it, but it is a place for it, and that'll
Fire
do.
test. Please pretend there's a fire.
Get up in the corner, and a plant right about here, in between these two medicine cabinets. It's a decent room. It could be improved a little bit more, I feel, though. We definitely want some fire extinguishers in here. One there will do, and possibly, can we squeeze one into the corner at all? No, unfortunately. It needs a little bit more room around it, it seems. Okay, one will have to do. Let's have a look. There we go. Perfect. Right. Let's just make sure that things aren't getting terrible. They are, kind of, so let's help you along to where you're going. Go ahead, clean that up. Then you come along, clean this up, please. Oh, someone's already dealing with it. You clean that one, please. Let's not let a poo pandemic spread through the hospital. A poo-demic, one might say. Right, let's get you over here. Alright, how is this area in terms of warmth? Not bad, actually. Alright. Now, I'm gonna say... let's move these about a little bit, shall we? Now, how do we want to center these? Well, they should do. I mean, the alternative is to have them against the walls, and we absolutely have enough wall to do that if we want to. But I mean, we could. These are purple benches, though, and I'd rather have the silver benches against the walls if we could. Now that I've got access to them, let's use them properly. Let's have a bit of a theme going, shall we? There we are. So, let's get silver benches.
Please lower your expectations.
What if I won't? What if I want my expectations to be high? Please don't fail to meet them, of course. You know, I'm making them high because I feel that you can meet them. Don't let me down, game. There we are. Snacks and some moose juice over here, perhaps? Yeah, sure. Let's get a plant probably along the wall down here, along with you. There we are. And this should also move to just about there. It might make this little area a little bit hot. That's fine, they're right next to a drink. It'll work perfectly. Right, so that's our pharmacy over there. Very nice. Now we want a ward.
Please contact a member of staff.
There we go. Now this is going to be an epic ward. I would like this to be just about there. Should be fine. Let's have 2 changing rooms, let's say. And in fact, let's move these across just a little bit. So that we've got a little bit of room around the door there.
I've been humming that tune to myself all week, which is uncanny because I've never heard it before. Or have I? Oh, well, more catchy music coming right up.
Not sure, but I suspect you have heard it before if you've been humming it all week. Now, these will increase diagnosis and treatment power. This just increases the room look. So, I think we're going to forego the bedside tables in favor of having all of these. What we can do is we can have the bedside table. Oh, I was going to say we could have the bedside tables over there, but it doesn't look like we can. What we can do, though, is have them just kind of arrayed at the end of the bed. That's fine. Ready for the food trolley to place their warm meals on, and then they can just be kind of drawn into onto the bed. That'd be glorious. Okay, this room's already looking bloody good so far. Alright, let's get some filing cabinets. We are definitely going to want a decent amount of heat in this room. Oh my lord. Hadn't really planned for that. Is it possible to squeeze any of these in? Probably not. Could I? I wish I could put them at the end of the bed. Alas, I cannot. I may have to go for the middle of the room sort of layout here then. It's not exactly ideal, but one there. And one down here for now. And possibly one in the middle. We'll see how that goes. We are going to want plenty of plants. So, that is slightly off. Where is it off? That's 1, 2, and a bit. Ah, yeah, it's way off. I don't know if it was again that far in the wrong place. That's better. There we go. And then this one there. I was lining it up more with the center line there, which isn't lined up to anything in particular. Strange. Alright, let's get a certificate above your head. We want definitely get a cupboard. We could easily fit in more beds down here, but I would rather decorate this place than put in more beds for now. Ah! Damn it! Caught me off guard. Does give me an opportunity to drink some tea though, so I don't mind too much. Alright, what do we get? Oh, we didn't get this one. Doctor of the Year, no. Why? What did we do wrong? Alright, let's get plenty of medicine cabinets around the cupboard. In fact, want a few over on this side as well. There we are. I would
When
definitely
first
want a
entering
clock.
the hospital, please make your way to reception.
Right, let's get some decorations up on the walls. I'm gonna pop this in here, even though I don't particularly need it. I kind of like the idea of just having a few odds and sods dotted around. Get a notice board over there. We will get another clock. Can we squeeze another clock in somewhere?
In the
We can.
news today,
You're just gonna have to deal with the
conditions
ticking.
at the Rotting Hill Hospital are getting worse
I know, it's
every
awful, but
day.
hopefully
Apparently,
it'll be okay
patients
for you.
are just as likely to die from sinkholes and crumbling ceilings as any diseases. At
That
least
is
that'll keep the
not
queues down.
great for a hospital, I'll be honest. It's won the gold star for being a ward, and it's won the silver star for being cost effective. Right, and we... Yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind having a skeleton over here as well. Just to, you know, help remind our patients of their mortality. And slightly tilted in
Please
towards them
don't
as well.
unplug any vital hospital equipment.
No, actually that doesn't look so good. I will have it over there though. Right, now we just want to dump in as many posters as is possible. All the posters, please. And thank you. Let's get one down here as well. Get a clown poster down. And a lightheadedness poster. What are you? There we go, we can get you there. Now, have we got chairs? Do we not? Oh, there we are. Can I rotate this around?
Take a seat, get off those feet.
Can I get that in there? No, can't really. I could have it there though. Maybe one over there? Yeah. And finally, last but not at all least, some closets for the nurses. There we go. This is a prestige level 5 ward. There we are. Glorious. We definitely want a few staff here. Yeah, I would say 3 staff. Absolutely. Now, what's the temperature like in there? Quite roasty toasty. If I took this away, it's not terrible, but what we could do is have a mini radiator in the middle.
Staff facilities are out of bounds.
So-
All patients and some staff.
Yeah, sure, that'll do. I like it. Like it a lot, I must say. Okay, well with that done, is it nice and happy looking? Yes, it is. Glorious. Glorious. Let's get some more items around this area to rise people's spirits a bit. Let's move you across a wee bit. Everyone likes Sonic. Absolutely everyone. It's a fact. Except Dr. Robotnik. He doesn't count. Let's get some more benches. 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4.
Please
That should be
don't
all
unplug
that we
any
need.
vital hospital equipment.
Easily all that we need. Should we get a salty snack down here? No, we'll get a sweet dispenser instead. There you go. And then a food pyramid. Of course. How could I have forgotten? There we are. Marvellous. In fact, we're going to get rid of this bench in exchange for a telephone booth. There we are. Glorious, I must say. Alright, let's have a look at all these messages that have accrued while we were doing other things. Not now, not now, not now. Yes, you get a promotion. And not now. Okay. Right, so with that, we could get rid of the pharmacy in the ward down here. That is a thing we could do. Or I could just get rid of this pharmacy. And I think we're going to get rid of this one instead. Let's start moving more and more of the items out of this area. We are starting to see nasty queues developing there, though. That is not great, even slightly. I would like to train Psychiatry 3. No, Psychiatry 2, sorry. Using our doctor, and we'll get our latest psychiatrists trained up in that. There we go. Get all... Well, no, you're not going to be trained, because I don't want to take so many psychiatrists out of the queue so quickly.
Please respect the hospital grounds. No unauthorized digging.
Drat! Blala, still beating us. Oh, well. But yeah, I think we're going to have to set this area up with a 4th psychiatry. That is going to mean there's a lot of people waiting in this little area. We do not have the sort of seating for that, unfortunately. Most unsatisfactory. That said, perhaps we could make do with it. I don't know. Maybe we could have a second psychiatry wing. Maybe over there at some point. For the time being, I think we're going to hold out on doing any more there. Now, what we can do down here, though, is at this stage, start moving some of the more GPs in here. So, yeah, let's get on with that. Let's get GP's office down here. There we go. It'll be a nice big GP's office. And we'll get you right in the middle there. A certificate, a radiator, and a fire extinguisher. There we go. We'll get hand sanitizer down by the door, and a plant right behind our patients. Now, do we want many in terms of trophy cabinets and bookshelves and the likes? Yes, the answer to that is always yes. We want as many as we can get. We also want a coffee machine. There we go. Cupboard, possibly. Now that I do wish we had different rugs. Because I like to put them in pretty much every room. But when I do that, it gets very samey very quickly. Which is not exactly what I wanted. Let's pop this down there. Is there much else we want to pop in here? Actually, well, I could always add more. But I think we've got a decent enough room. How about we pop the notice board above? Well, no, let's pop the notice board over here. There we are. That'll be fine. And then finally, a bin just over there. Glorious. There we go. So that room is now done. And what we can do over here then is remove you. We could have 2 pharmacies there or just have a large lavatory if we wanted. Depends a bit. If we make another gigantic ward, as we've done over there, then we're probably not going to need it. Because that is a humongous ward, to be fair. I don't think we need much from this. Got plenty of lavatories. That should be okay. We've got a challenge over here. Earn 400,000. I think we're up to the task. Hospital has a cure rate of 74%. Marvellous. I approve. Also, why don't you get a little bit of a raise just to keep your spirits up there. Alright, how's the training going? Training's going very, very well. I like it. Well done, guys. That staff room is staying. But what we can do now is we can move in a new GP's office as well. We could have done that a little while ago, but I'm glad we took some time to get everything sorted first. Sure, we'll have the door right about there. We'll have this doctor's desk right at the end of the room.
What a smashing day for a bit of gardening.
Oh, no, not this one, Ricky.
I mean, who doesn't like gardening? Digging up a bit of soil, sticking your hands in a bit of manure.
Ricky.
Oh, I can almost smell it now.
I feel...
Wait, the sewage pipes burst again.
Ricky,
not my mistake. Anyway,
if you can't tell the difference between the smell of manure and the smell of human waste, there is something deeply, deeply wrong with your nose. Really, really broken. They do not smell the same. Not even remotely the same. Let's get our weighing scales in here, though. We won't put it next to the bin. That's a little bit cruel. Pop it right here. We're going to have a food pyramid there. You know, just so that we can point out the good foods. If they're a little bit overweight, we say, well, maybe you should try eating more of these, or point at the chart what types of foods you ate for breakfast, and then we can go over the whys and wherefores that may have been the wrong thing to eat. Just because it's fruit doesn't mean it's good. If it tastes sweet, it's because there's sugar in it, and most fruit tastes very, very sweet. Right, that'll be good for me, I think. Pop this down as well. Oh, I don't know. I fancy it's a bit of a theme park. Is there anything else we want? Wouldn't mind a lamp. Pop it over there. There we go. Doink. Perfect. Right, let's get a couple of benches down here. It's quite roasty toasty, but it's fine. Let's go for the silver space age benches, though. And there. And how about we have... Yeah, sure, a little leaflet stand there. We'll get rid of these two. Yoink and yoink. There we go. Alright, let's try and get another 2 down here. That'll do. I think that'll do well. Let's replace this while we're here, actually.
Unattended bags
Moose juice.
will be taken home by staff.
Seems fair. Right, okay, so we've increased our GPs in this little area by a small amount. We've only got room for another 2 GPs down here, though. And we've got more than that number of GPs in the rest of the hospital, which doesn't bode well. Oh my lord! Just what? What?
Please leave toilets as you would hope to find them.
Not exactly good. I will be honest with you. Okay, well, we need another one then. Let's get a new fluid analysis built down here. And apparently, it's the favourite of all of the things to send someone to go have done. Go and get vampired. I mean, I guess I can see the
album from
appeal.
Jasmine Odyssey, featuring the hit singles "Nice Smelling Face" and "Fish Whispers."
Let's get a chair over here, I think. Pop these
Salvation.
down. Get a
The
little
new
reducer.
#1 album from Jasmine Odyssey is out now.
How exactly does a fish whisper? I will be honest though, it does sound like a quite a
This
nice
is
song to listen to.
2 Point Radio.
Particularly like the harmonizing. Right. And bin. Definitely want a bin in there. I think that's good enough room though. Actually, do we have
Patients, please use
medicine cabinets at all?
toilets
No,
provided.
we don't. Okay, well I'll just give you a cupboard instead then. There we go. Enjoy. Actually, can we move that back at all? We can. There we go. It's a little bit better. Right. Spread out a little bit. Start working through your queues if you can, please. Okay. Now then, we do want to move more of the diagnosis equipment over there. We've got lavatories nearby. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, the problem is we have typically enormous queues at the GP's offices, so a bit of a shaky one on that.
Patients are reminded to avoid death when
Let's not train you and not train you just yet.
possible.
We're very close. One clinic cure might be enough. We may be able to get this done if one of the clowns goes in there soon enough. How about that happen? Did we do it? Well done. Oh, we did. Fantastic. Okay, that's not so bad then. Uh-oh, that didn't work. My bad. Wait, it's not my bad. It's their bad. Whoever did the treatment. Oh, scallywags that they are. Right, we actually are going to need more nurses. The amount of wards we've got. Natural Mentor thinks their life is a rom-com. Unmotivated. Well, you know what? Speed is not the be-all, end-all. And I want another nurse as well.
Forget to tip your doctor.
Grumpy, unmotivated, hungry, weak bladder, green fingers. Sure, we'll get you. And... sure, we'll take you as well. Sorry, I dropped you right on top of some sick. That is not exactly the best thing to have done, is it? No. But what we will do is we will now train you in ward management if we can. We don't have a nurse who can train ward management. Wow. How about we train one of our nurses then in being able to train such things? We could grab one of our... Yeah, our senior janitor can train it. Let's find one of my nurses. Do we have a nurse who already has ward management? Surely we do. We don't. Wow. Okay, that's actually a bit shocking. Quite shocking. Oh, actually, no, we've got a senior nurse. They just don't have ward management. Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's train you then in ward management. There we are. guest trainer, senior nurse. There we go. We can actually get 2 nurses trained in it if we particularly wanted to. I don't think we will, though, just yet. Instead, go ahead. I would like to get you trained in treatment 2, possibly? Or maybe diagnosis. Because the wards are quite often diagnosis areas. Yeah, I think so. Let's get you in there, and you can be trained up on it as well. And we'll then work our nurses between those who do general diagnosis around the hospital and those who specifically tend to the wards. The wards will probably also have some level of diagnosis training as well. That's not great. Not even kind of close to being great. It's actually pretty bad. We do not need this ward anymore, so that one can go. We could have another fluid analysis over there if we particularly wanted to, but let's get things like cardio. These don't really have much in the way of high use, so sure, that's fine. Let's get cardiology in here.
To sleep in ward beds. We're busy. Recover at home.
I mean, it's kind of brutal, but alright. Problem is, these then get quite close. I think we're going to have to get rid of these benches, unfortunately. It does make me sad, but yeah, we're going to have to do away with them and replace them with something else. There we go. Let's get rid of all of you. Out you go. There we are. Get rid of all of this for now. Then we will place down new benches around the general diagnosis and cardiology after that.
Not to think about it.
Yeah, we'll just have general diag first.
Please leave toilets as you would hope to find them.
And
Not
get
as
you
you'd
down as well.
expect to find them.
Certificate on the wall. Naturally, a cupboard in the corner. Get a nice big radiator in here. And a rose, I think. Just about there will do. Hand sanitizer. We will want a fire extinguisher. Not that I think this room is particularly at risk from any flame-related shenanigans, but you never know. It's probably safer to be it's better to be safe than sorry on that score. Let's pop down a clock, notice board,
37B.
and
I went to a
some pictures as
holistic
well.
nature commune last
There
week
we
to
are.
see what they could do about
That'll
my
do
gravy
nicely.
allergy.
Now,
They recommended a
next
long
one
stay at their
is
spa
cardiology.
and a bottle of rosemary extract.
There
It
we are.
cost me a month's wages, but I'm finally starting to feel the effects. Still can't eat gravy though.
Alas, and that is really the only thing that I imagine you went there for. Such a scandal. Alright, let's get a monitor up on the wall. I think that would be grand. Let's pop you there. Let's get a chair next to it. And certificate. Oh, we've already got a certificate, so let's not worry about that one. Can we get this in there? Yes, we can. Now, let's try and pad this out with a couple of cool items. So, the scales. We're going to get the exercise frame. Punching bag as well. Sure, we'll get all of them in there.
Please use the toilets provided.
If you could. I mean, if you don't, it's not like there's much I can do to you, unfortunately. But I really would prefer it if you could avoid using the floor. I mean, it should stand to reason, really. You're going to have to walk back over that floor, you know. And if we catch you doing it, don't think we're above rubbing your nose in it. Literally.
Please leave toilets as you would hope to find them, not as you would expect to find them.
Let's see. Sure, we'll pop that there and we'll get the medicine cabinet right there. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better.
Attention. Urinating anywhere in the hospital will not be tolerated.
There we go. That's actually not too bad now, I would say. We could move this down a little bit. Maybe have it right there. There we are. Lovely. In fact, let's move that down a little bit more. And then have sweet dispenser at the back. There we are. Awesome. Right, with that, we can move these two rooms away.
Urinating anywhere in the hospital will
Not to be tolerated. I know. I accept. Let's get you up there, same as you. And in fact, you as well. There we go. Okay, not bad at all. I could drop down a little bit more training now, though. Let's get ward management. Get our very own nurse poodle to train. So many nurses, my lord. 2, 3, and 4. Get all of you training. Please and thank you. And we'll wait until you're done, and then we're going to swap over and train a bunch of the other nurses in being able to move around rapidly. Okay, well, I'm glad you're getting this place cleaned up a bit, but it's starting to get a little bit rough. It's because there's so many people here.
attention. Urinating anywhere
We
in the
definitely need
hospital
another psychiatry
will
room.
not be tolerated.
How much is this ward being used? Not much presently. Perhaps what we should do then is not put the another ward down here. Another ward could go over there, for example. Instead, we get another psychiatry wing down here, because that is definitely a bit of an issue right
Aavak
now.
Compass has announced winning the
is
jackpot
definitely a bit of an
hasn't
issue.
changed him one bit. He made this announcement floating over Krokenbush in his new gold-plated hovercraft.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
think
he's
that's
always
ultimately
done.
what we're going to have to do. But the very last thing I'm going to do in this episode, though, is build another GP's office. Not the last one. We will have one more there. But then this whole area is more or less complete for the GP's offices. Whether this is going to be enough, well, we're going to have to see. I've got a sneaking suspicion it might not be, though. And that does worry me. Nevertheless, we're going to see what we can do and just hope for the best. Let's get... Where are we? Sure, we'll have a trophy shelf over there. We'll have the coffee machine by the fire extinguisher.
Urinating anywhere in the hospital
And
will not be
of course the
tolerated.
buck. Don't worry. You thought I was going to put her all jaunty there, didn't you? No, not that mean. I am mean sometimes, as we've already worked out. I'm particularly mean to humans, but I'm trying, damn it. I'm trying to be a better human. Kind of. Sometimes.
Could patients
let's
please use
see.
the toilets provided?
When I've got time. Let's pop a clock over there. There we are. Nice. Get that one in as well. Let's pop a little light over there. A little light. A little lightheadedness poster. Do we have... You know what? Let's pop a good boy on the wall as well. Actually, lightheadedness poster can go away. I have a picture of a good boy. There we go.
Attention. Urinating
Donk.
anywhere in the hospital
There we are.
will not be
I mean, we've
tolerated.
traded queues in all of our GPs for queues in all of our psychiatry and in our fluid analysis. But that's not necessarily the worst trade to have made, in my opinion. We are going to be moving this over here, and then we'll have these rooms as well, so I might actually go for just more fluid analysis, since that seems to largely be what everyone wants. We could also get a mega scan. Actually, maybe getting a mega scan there. And then maybe 2 fluid analysis down there. We'll see. We might be able to fit that in.
Attention. Urinating
Might be a
anywhere in the hospital
possibility.
will not be
But we
tolerated.
will be moving you across. And then we'll have to get rid of those 2. And we'll just see where we stand then. We've got an awful lot of people waiting for psychiatry. And that is just not something we can sustain. We are going to have to get more psychiatrists over here. But for the time being, this area is doing quite well, I must say. We're seeing just 1 person in the ward. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Anything else? No, I think everything is operating well, except this little area here. we will get that sorted out in the next episode. But that's it from me. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode and are enjoying the series. Do let me know down in the comments below if you have any feedback, and I will see you next time. But until then, do take care.